Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen, we are here. We have a trial watch. We are watching for this trial for Jonathan Majors. This trial comes up either Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. If you have been following my channel, you know that I have done several videos and a couple of live streams in regards to this case. If you feel so inclined, please hit that like button. Also, subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of videos that I have, movies and television series that I have reviewed, and also these pop culture chats. Since I have added celebrity legal news on my channel, I do have a playlist that talks about celebrity legal news. And I have done several videos from Jonathan Majors to P. Diddy to Lizzo to Jamie Foxx to Tory Lanez, um, and it goes on and it goes on. It goes on. ASAP Rocky. If it's happened this year, I have covered it. Okay, with the celebrity. All right. Also, if you have subscribed to my page, or if you haven't and you have access to the community page, I have two polls going on in that community page. Please be so inclined to take part in those polls. I would appreciate it. That'll also help me because I have a live coming up next Wednesday uh, to cover day one of this Jonathan Majors trial. And I would love to see where you all's heads are at for this court case. All right, really, really quick. I'm not going to stay on here long. Is there any more information that we need to be updated on since the last court hearing? And the answer is no. So apparently, both sides are getting ready to prepare for court. What do we should we expect to see? Uh, so with this initial first trial day, um, couple of things should be happening. Each side should be going over with the judge what they want to be presented in court and what they want not to be presented in court. So they're going to be making those types of arguments. Um, Also, if that process doesn't take long, because again, this is a misdemeanor trial. So I am assuming that the trial judge does not want to spend more than 2, 3 days on this. So they're going to do that process of the court really quick. Then they're going to make a decision on whether or not that they're going to have a jury trial or if the judge is going to hear the evidence. They'll make a decision as such with that. Uh, they'll also make a decision on if they make a decision for the judge to hear the trial. I think the trial will go quickly. I think it'll start that day. If they make a decision to seat a jury, then jury selection is going to happen. Once they seat the 12 jurors and a few alternates, depending on the state, some states have 3 alternates, some states have 6 alternates, it just depends on the state. Where I live at, you have 3 alternates. Once they seat those, then they should be ready for opening arguments. As the prosecution has the burden of proof, they will go first. They will present their evidence of what they believe happened. Then the defense will come back and then they will present the information that they have of why they believe the prosecution should not have brought this case forward in the beginning. And they will go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, um, until the prosecution will rest their case. Once the prosecution rests their case, the defense has an opportunity to come and present their case as to why uh, what the prosecution said is bunk bull, and they will present their evidence and what they believe happened in that case. They'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and the defense will rest their case. Then they will do their closing arguments. The prosecution will do their closing arguments. The defense will do their closing arguments, and all the information and evidence will be presented to the jury. So that is how the trial will proceed. Now, there's other things that could happen on that first day. One of the things that can happen is that Jonathan Majors can take a plea. He can plead no contest, or he can plead guilty to one of the lesser charges. He will pay a fine. He may get 2 days in jail. He may get probation. He may get whatever it is he may get, and that case will be closed. Uh, the judge has already reviewed the case and felt like the case should go to trial. So there's not going to be an instance where the judge is going to do anything like that. If there's any evidence of bad faith on either side of the aisle with the prosecution or with the defense or anything like that, the judge could rule to dismiss the case on that basis, I believe. But anything else, nah. I think we are going to go to trial. So that's basically what we're looking for when we're going into trial. Now, insofar as the evidence, as I said earlier, the prosecution is going to argue what evidence they want to be able to put in. If the defense, if the prosecution wants to throw the whole kitchen sink in there, they want to be able to have any and all evidence that they have gathered used in this case. So anything that's going to secure them a conviction, they're going to want to be able to put that in. If the defense is who she says she is, they're going to want to keep this case on the day of the incident, March 25th, 12 a.m. to March 25th, 11:40 a.m. when he was arrested. They want to keep this case on that day. That's the case within itself. That's where they want to keep. They want to make sure that the prosecution is unable to introduce any and all information from anything, because again, we don't have any past convictions for Mr. Majors on anything, so everything else is alleged unless they have other police reports that show and he has been arrested for this type of stuff, unless they have some kind of evidence like that. But just because 40 people said that he was an asshole in college and in his dating and relationship life, and he may have squabbled, that's not enough evidence to bring forth unless there's some kind of police report or something like that going on. And like I said, New York had just had a Adult Survivors Act that gave adult survivors a whole year to come through and to file charges against their abusers. And we have not seen any one of those charges at this point against Jonathan Majors. There are several other celebrities that have had charges put forth to them, but we hadn't seen one thus far besides this one against Jonathan Majors. And again, this case happened this year. So what are you all thinking? Where do y'all think he's going to land in? How do you all think that this is going to happen? What do you think? If you have access again to my community tab, I have 2 polls going on. So go answer those, because again, I'm doing a live stream Wednesday to go over the first day of trial in this matter. All right, people. Just wanted to come back to you all to let you all know I'm I'm still here, here, here. Sorry, y'all. I get real silly when I'm sleepy. I get real silly when I'm sleepy. So I'm still here and I'm still covering this case. Since nothing was going on and there was other cases that I could cover, I did that. But I just want to let you know I'm still here. I'm still on the case. I'm still reviewing some things and stuff like that. So, people, what do y'all think? Are y'all ready for court? Do you believe he's going to be exonerated, that all charges he will be found not guilty? Or do you believe some charges he'll be found not guilty and other charges he will be found guilty? Or will he be found guilty full stop? Y'all let me know down here in the comments, all right? We do this every week.